Not only did I recommend something, I actually went out and purchased it. So I'm putting my money where my mouth is. I'm going to go over one of my recommendations I had for the Dovoh H3-360G self-leveling laser level. We're going to dive in right after this. I'm Rick, and this Shut the heck up, you stinking roosters. You're down for your sanity. This is The Shack. Hello and welcome back to The Shack. Yeah, I'm putting my money where my mouth is. I made a recommendation. I'll put the link to the video up there. When I did the first video on the Dovoh H3-360G self-leveling laser level, there was one item in the kit that I think needs great improvement and has a whole lot of potential, but just needs to be refined a bit. The item I suggested people purchase with the money they saved on buying the kit would definitely upgrade this kit and give it much more versatility and give it a little bit better macro adjustments, if you will. So I'm putting my money where my mouth is at. I have it right here. We're going to open it up, check it out, and we're going to go over it and show you just how good this little addition is to the kit versus what came from the factory. Let's open this up and we're going to go over it together. Damn, that thing pretty tight on there, dude. That's the first time I think anything from Amazon was packaged that tight. Now, I don't know how you pronounce it, but I'm guessing Huepar. Let's open this up and see what is included. I am excited. Got the owner's manual. Looks like a mounting plate thing. Wow, this thing is massive, man. Let me get this out of here. Oh, nice. They got a 1/4 20 5/8 11 thread adapter. This is something that I said that Dovoh needs to include in their kit. And then, I'm gonna get out of there. This thing is massive, man. There we go. This is everything that's included. You got your owner's manual. You have a 1/4 20 5/8 adapter. You have a metal bracket. You mount this to the wall, and you can mount this to this via the magnets. If you're still on the fence and you're hesitant to take that step over to the greener side, I'm gonna throw some numbers at you. Hopefully will sway you enough to take that final step. If you purchase the Dovoh H3-360 laser level kit, take advantage of that discount. You have enough money to save, where if you click on the next link, take you to the Huepar laser mount, purchase that. With all that combined, you are still going to save money. I'm going to throw some numbers at you, so pay attention. On Amazon, retail price for the Dovoh H3-360G laser level kit is $279.99. Still cheaper than DeWalt or Milwaukee at $500 and $600. Amazon has a discount code going on, Amazon Choice, I guess they call it. You get 7% off. That brings the price down to $259 even. Go on my description below, get that discount code. The link right below that is a link to the Dovoh laser level kit. Click on that link, put in that discount code, you are saving $41.99, basically $42. So that price there is $238 even. And that's before any state and local taxes, depending on where you live. $238, $42 savings. So now you go to the link below, the Dovoh link, and you click on it. That will take you to the Huepar laser mount link. This is only $38.97. So now you have a kit that is superior to DeWalt or Milwaukee. You have infinite amount of possibilities to mount this in different places, in different ways, versus even those two. I'm saying those because those are the most expensive, the big boys up there, and everybody goes DeWalt, Milwaukee. So that's why I'm comparing them. Bosch is cheaper, it's down comparable to this price. You have a vast amount of options to mount this, and compared to their mounts, this has far superior macro adjustment ability versus either one of them. This takes this kit beyond Milwaukee or DeWalt. And I'm talking anybody who's in construction, does any type of home improvement, home renovations, anything like that. So if you're a plumber, electrician, cabinet, tile work, you need a laser in today's trade to be competitive, if not put yourself above others because you're using a laser level. Get that discount code, click on the link, purchase this, use the discount code, save you $42, click on the next link, purchase this for $38. Now you are still saving $3 at the retail cost of this, and you got all this now. Something to think about. So I want to go over these real quick and show you. Right off the bat, you can see how much different they are. It's like night and day. The Huepar is so much more robust and beefy compared to the factory Dovoh. I mean, it really isn't any comparison. It's hefty, hefty, hefty. Weemy, weemy, weemy. So I'm gonna go over this real quick, how you mount this and its limitations. The laser mount that comes with the Dovoh kit, to mount this to a tripod, you're going to have to buy an adapter. That's why I said this little adapter that comes with the Huepar is what you need. Basically, you would take this apart, grab up here, grab in the back here, pull it apart, flip it around. That's how you mount it to a tripod. But it only allows you to mount this to a 5/8 11 thread. It should have the addition of a 1/4 20. So you're going to have to go out and purchase an adapter like this, screw in there. Now you can mount that to a 1/4 20. Once you have an adapter and you mount this to a tripod, you do have the horizontal up and down to adjust your horizontal beam, but both controls and lock are on this side. It makes it hard to have to hold this, reach around and tighten it. Or if you're on this side, grab it with one hand and use the other hand and tighten it. The problem is with this system, you're not going to get your beam right on the mark. You're going to be high or low. So if you're high, you need to lower it down. You adjust it down, and all of a sudden, it drops down. Because this locking mechanism, you have to turn it to lock it, but yet if you go down, it's loosening it. So now it just runs up and down. Let's say you get close to your mark there and you're a little bit below it. You can either hold everything and try to turn this, or hold the knob and turn the lock with the other hand. Now if you have to go up, the problem is as you macro or try to macro adjust this up, it gets harder because it's tightening this even more. So you're going to have to find that sweet spot. Damn, now that's tight. There it goes. You're going to have to find that sweet spot when you get to your point, snug it a little, fine tune it, and hopefully it stays there, because with the weight, it ain't going to take much to bring it down. It's just not a good system. So that's one issue. The other is you don't have any left or right movement. If you have to adjust this left or right, you have to move the whole tripod, which is really a pain in the butt. And any back and forth in and out movement, you only have that much play, which is basically about a 1/2 inch. You don't have much adjustment, plus the fact that you have to have your laser level loose enough that you can either push the whole body, pushing it back, or put your hand underneath here and try to slide it over. Not an easy fluid system. A lot of room for error and a lot of room for headaches to have to keep readjusting if you move something by accident. Just not a good system. Other than mounting it on a tripod, you can use the magnets here to set it against a metal surface. The only other option is you flip this around. You have a keyway here. You can mount it to the wall, put a nail or screw in the wall, mount it that way. Or if you want to hang it off something you're very limited to that. Also, basically you have a little notch here, and this with these screws all the way out will only allow you to clamp on something 3/8 of an inch. Come on, I know it. There it goes. And that's it. This is just particle board, 3/8 inch thick, and that's all that fits in. You have no other option than any ledge, material, angle iron, anything that is 3/8 of an inch thick or less. That is your limitations. That's all you can mount this to. That is your factory supplied laser mount. Before we do anything, we have to remove this. This is solely for Huepar lasers. This will not work on any other brand. Basically, it's just another attachment on the Huepars. This will mount to the dome of the laser, and you can mount this upside down that way. No other application other than just for the Huepar lasers themselves. So just take that off, put it aside. It will not work on any other brand. Now the Huepar laser mount is even better than the Milwaukees or DeWalt's. They don't even have a laser mount in their kits that compare to this. Your height adjustment is up to 3.5 inches up or down. You have an awful lot of distance here to adjust. Every green knob, it is an adjustment of some kind. So every green knob on this kit, this one, even this one below, has a function. So this green knob is your horizontal up and down adjustment. On this side is the lock. So once I get it to a point that's close to the line, turn this counterclockwise and it locks in. Now it won't move. Now I can use this for a macro adjustment. You slightly turn it up, turn it down. It does not change. It doesn't get loose and it doesn't get tight. It is very fluid. Even with the laser on here, there is no pressure. I can take both hands and it takes a lot to push it down. Set that on there, balance it, set this on there. And I can macro adjust this down so you can see. I have that setting on there and this setting on there, just balancing it. Actually, I find the hole for the 5/8 there. That's sitting on there, and if I raise it up, it does not come back down. Okay? I'm just balancing it. Plenty of weight that can handle and doesn't go down. And it is very fluid, very simple to macro adjust up and down. Turn it counterclockwise and locks it, and there you go. Remember, every green knob has a function. So you have left and right, you have in and out, back and forth, and you have a pivot which goes 360 degrees. This knob will adjust your laser in and out, back and forth. That has a distance of 2.17 inches. Basically, you got a little over 2 inches, and you can adjust this all the way in and all the way out. This knob, as I stated, is your 360. Set it on there, dial this. This will pivot at 360 degrees left or right. This knob is your left to right adjustment. And this you have about an inch. It's actually oh my God, I want to say 9798, somewhere around there. Just shy of an inch. So I can bring this over to the stops, and I have almost a full inch, 0.98, to adjust all the way over. So plenty of adjustment. I'm going to get this in the center again, right there. Very simple macro adjustments that are very fluid and easy. No bumping, no hitting. Simply turn the knob and adjust in, out, left, right, up, down, 360 pivot. If you want to mount this to a tripod, it's ready. It doesn't need the adapter. You have the 5/8 and you have the 1/4 already there, ready to go. This back part here, this is another major plus compared to the factory mount. You can also mount this to a ledge or something, but instead of having to use the screws to unloosen it, you simply grab this. This is like a clamp, opens up, put that in, lock it down, and it locks onto your surface. Squeeze it, opens the jaws, take it off. Now, let me take this off here so you can see a little better. This knob adjusts this jaw up and down. This you have almost 2 inches. I would say about 1 inch and 15/16. It's a 1.97. Again, it's right there. You can adjust this down till this jaw opens up to almost 2 inches. So you can put this on 1/2 inch pipe, 3/4 pipe, 1.5 inch pipe, hang it on there if you need to use it that way. You can use it on a countertop, bench, anything, desk, as long as it's not over 2 inches. You can open that up, clamp it on. Much more versatile than the factory. And that's what this knob's for. Adjust this, open the clamps, adjust it the other way, turn it to clockwise, closes the clamps, depending on the thickness or whatever it is you're going to mount this to. Open it up, put it on, close it, locks on. But we're not done. There's another option to use this mount. Let's say you clamp this onto something. You're not just limited to the distance here to adjust your laser. This mount sits in here and it will slide up and down on this. You have a hook here, you have a hook here. So you can only slide it in between here. So if you take this, set it on there, center it till it's between these, you can slide that down and it hits the first tab. The lower tab hits the lower hook, or you can push and slide it up. Top tab on this hits the top hook. Now you have a total of, I think it was 2 7/8. Let me double check, make sure. Yeah, 2 7/8 of an inch travel from the bottom. You can slide it all the way up to the top. So depending on how much you need of this to be adjusted, you can slide this down to get close and then adjust the macro in this. A lot of options, so you get a lot more adjustability sliding this up and down on this mount with the magnets versus the other where you're just stuck with whatever travel this is. This gives you that extra ability to extend this even further. Of course, you can mount that to a metal surface, which I will demonstrate this mounted to my bandsaw. It's the tallest vertical thing with metal that I can mount this to, and I'm going to show you how to adjust the beam to dial it right in on something using all these. But you can use this to mount to a metal surface or to that mount that is supplied. Screw this to a wall that way or this way, don't matter. If you have it that way, just grab this, set it on there, and there you go. One more little thing on this, and then I'm going to show you a tip I found out mounting my laser on here. It's got a keyway, so you put a screw and nail, you mount it on something, or if you mount this to a ledge or something and it's not level, it needs to be brought up. You can either mount this first, put a level on here and check your plumb and adjust it, but if it keeps sliding back, because it just does, that's what this screw is for. You can screw that screw in, which comes out this way, which if it hits something down here, the surface or wood or drywall or whatever, it will pivot this out. If it's not really plumb and it's kind of tipped one way or another, you can screw that in, that will pivot that out, or if you need to, put a spacer back here to pivot it out, and that will keep it there so once you put the weight on, there's no chance of this dipping down or sliding. As I stated, every green knob has a purpose. I'm going to bring that in so it's flush right there. And that's it. Now, my tip, when I was trying to mount my laser on here, let me get the right hole there. No, see, it hits. My tip is if you get this, you have this unlocked, you roll it all the way to the top, lock it in, and take it off. Now, you have nothing obstructing you, and whoops, and you can spin this, see, you have nothing stopping you, you can spin this to mount it. There we go. Now I can unlock this, bring it down, lock it in, and I can either mount it to a surface that way, clip it in here, or mount it to something else that way. You can get that up there. There you go. See? You can't do a 360 because it hits right there. Now I could dial this out further till it gets right to the edge. And now, almost. Now, just barely makes it. I can spin this around 360 and it just misses. Spin that around, that way I have my beams out on the edge. So now let me take this off, reset the camera. I'm going to show you how it mounts to a metal surface and show you how you use these adjustments to truly dial in where your beam is located to get it right on your marks. The magnets, metal surface. That ain't going nowhere. That's solid, man. I mean, that's solid. That is, I can almost tip my bandsaw with that. That ain't going nowhere, man. So let me turn this on. See, there's the horizontal, my vertical, and the vertical one here. You can see there. Now, to better demonstrate this, I have a little parts cabinet on my wall over here that my dad had. I'm going to get this where it's pretty darn dead center of a little handle on there. I'm going to turn the camera on. I'm going to show you exactly what I'm talking about and where I'm going to get this. So I'm going to use this vertical and that horizontal beam. And we're going to get this dialed in. And I'll get my GoPro here so you can see exactly what I'm adjusting and you can see how that moves over there. Now you see on the wall my United Delco. It's an old parts cabinet my father had. But I'm going to try to get this right in the middle of that red, white, and blue handle right there. As you see, it's off. So when it's off that much, you're going to have to turn this to get it close, but I'm low, so let's see if this will raise up high enough. Sometimes you may have to go a little bit higher. Let's see if that works high enough. That's good right there. Lock it in. So now we're close. Now I can use these knobs to fine tune it. So I'm going to bring my GoPro over here so I can see the handles that I'm using, and split screen, you'll see that green beam dial over. So I'm first going to use the rotating. I'm going to pivot this. So I have to just a little bit at a time because it vibrates a little bit. So I'm turning it. You see the beam going over? Right there, look at it. The line is right in the center of the crease of those two doors. So now I got to bring this up a little bit still. So I will use the handle here to fine tune it, and I can raise it up just where I need it. Turn it a little bit more. Let it settle. A bit more, settle. And that's pretty darn close. From here, it looks like it's dead center. That's how you use this to dial everything in, and it makes it a true pleasure. So let me shut these off. We are done. There's your comparison. That shows you just how much superior the Huepar laser mount is compared to the Dovoh factory. In the description, get that discount code. Click on the link for the Dovoh H3-360G laser kit. Purchase that with that discount code. You get $42 off. Use that $42. Click on the next link. Pick up your Huepar laser mount. Now, this kit is the winning combo, and you are still $3 below retail price just for this kit alone, and you've upgraded this. Now, you are superior to the $500 DeWalt kit or the $600 Milwaukee kit. And you got a great quality little laser that will fulfill all your needs for any home improvement, home repair, home renovation, even if you're doing tile work, electrical work, plumbing, it doesn't matter. With this winning combo, you will get fantastic results. Save your time on setting up. Mac will just set, done, boom, go to work and get her done. That completes Huepar laser mount review. Now, if you're still on the fence, I don't know what else to tell you. I don't know what you're waiting for. That will not break the bank. So much cheaper, literally half the cost of the DeWalt or the Milwaukee, and you have a better laser mount with more functionality and more macro adjustability versus both of them. The Dovoh laser fulfills every need I could possibly need, even on job sites. This is without a doubt the winning combination right here. Look in the description, get that discount code, click on those links, use the discount, save money on the Dovoh laser, use that money, click on the other link, purchase your Huepar laser mount, and you have endless possibilities. Thank you so much for watching. Be blessed. Take back your shack. Build it for your sanity. I absolutely love this setup now with that upgraded edition, and it is far superior than having to spend $500–600. And that's mainly why I didn't buy anything earlier, because I was looking at those and I didn't want to spend that kind of money. This is definitely within budget range, and now you have an unsurmountable amount of possibilities and flexibility. That's enough. Thanks again for watching. We will see you next video.